The future of women in Formula One is continuing to grow, and today it was announced that all 10 Formula One teams have committed to multi-year partnerships to continue supporting drivers on the F1 Academy grid. While Cadillac is joining the F1 grid in 2026, they're set to join the F1 Academy grid in 2027. And I think moments like this, as we are on the eve of crowning our third F1 Academy champion, really show you how much women's sports as a whole have grown over the past couple of years, and also how many people are excited to invest in the future of women in this sport. F1 Academy currently has 18 drivers on the grid. 17 of those are full-time drivers, and one of them is a rotating wildcard driver that changes every race. And that was an expansion of the grid, which F1 Academy has been able to do because of how quickly sponsorship has grown in this sport. F1 Academy started in 2023, but 2024 is where we actually saw F1 teams commit to being a part of it. 10 of the drivers on the F1 Academy grid drive underneath the livery of an F1 team. And a number of those drivers are also in the development programs of their teams. And some of those drivers were actually the first women to ever be a part of their driver academies. And Bianca Bustamante made huge headlines in 2023 when she was announced as the first woman to ever be a part of the McLaren Driver Academy. And now, of course, we're seeing that growth become a much stronger partnership. We've seen F1 drivers, including Lewis Hamilton, show up to the podium to celebrate their F1 Academy counterparts. And we've also seen these F1 Academy drivers be a part of the F1 teams in terms of the support that they're given, and also traveling with the teams and being a part of their press. I think Red Bull in particular does a really good job of platforming their drivers and even including them in massive kind of heritage moments. And that's not even to mention how many major sponsors have become a part of F1 Academy over the last couple of years. When you look at the list of partners that we have on this grid, including major brands like Gatorade, Charlotte Tilbury, Puma, financial partners like Morgan Stanley, and TAG as the official timekeeper of the series, as well as a sponsor of an entire car. I think what's really important to understand about F1 Academy is that it's a major first step in terms of getting people to invest in women in motorsport. Motorsport is one of the most expensive sports to be a part of, and young women disproportionately do not have the opportunity to get those same sponsorships. But what we're seeing from F1 Academy, as well as F1 teams continuing to partner with them, is a changing understanding of why women should be invested in this sport. Marketability is incredibly important if you want to be a part of this ladder. You have to convince sponsors that spending money on your car and your career is good for them. And F1 Academy is doing a really good job of showing that that is possible. When we look at Bianca Bustamante as an example, being in F1 Academy helped elevate her profile to the point that she could continue getting her own sponsorship money even without winning the championship. And hopefully, as we continue to see F1 Academy grow, we'll see more and more drivers who are able to do that. And I think this is a really good example as to what F1 Academy is really meant to do. And that is to expand the number of women and the type of young women who are able to continue climbing the ladder. And then it's up to them to show the talent that they need to get all the way to the top.